Hey, we're live. What's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark, also known as Shug Williams, SHUG Williams on Facebook. Please make sure that you are following our YouTube channel, that your notifications are set, as well as our Facebook page, Shug Williams. We're Nandy After Dark on YouTube and Shug Williams on Facebook. You guys, as you come in, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. We're only on YouTube right now. And I have disabled our Facebook page for now. So for this live. So we'll probably go live from it a little bit later today sometime, but I'm not broadcasting to Facebook is what I'm saying right now. So I will give people a chance to get their notifications to click on the live, because the only people who are here right now are the people who were actually waiting for the live to start. So we'll give people some time. As you come in, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. We're only on YouTube, and say hello in the comments if you would, please. I would very much appreciate it. We're not going to be on this live a super long time, but baby, I do have some tea for your ass. Okay, I do have some tea for you as it pertains to Darius Cooks / Darius Williams, who a lot of you all know. Some of you don't know him, or you know him, just kind of loosely, about him, and you know him. But I'm going to give you some tea on Darius that everyone should know about, and that his employer should also know about. Oh yes, definitely. Darius, as you guys know, this is Nandy from Nandy After Dark, in case you're just tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please make sure you hit that thumbs up button before we get started, and that you say hello in the comments. I would like to know that you're here so that I can acknowledge you and say hi to you at some point during the live. All right. So let's get straight on into it. So Darius Cooks, just for those of you who don't know, his last name is Williams, but he calls himself Cooks, because he is a cook. He's an online influencer. And Darius is an openly gay man, and whom I love openly gay men. I want people to be themselves, okay? But Darius is one of those, so you have all kinds of people, and you have all types of people, and as it pertains to like openly gay men, some of them are your good Judies. You can kiki and laugh and cut up with them and have what's called fun shade with them. They have so much to teach. They are treasures. I adore them. But then you have some like Darius, who are wicked and spiteful and delirious, and just a despicable, disgusting person on so many levels. And let me mute my other phone. Hang on, guys. He is a despicable person. You guys are starting to send the cash apps in. Thank you so much for doing that, for sending in the cash apps. We're doing a $5 cash app challenge, you guys. Before I go live. Let me put my phone on mute, because I know some people like to hear the sound of their cash apps going off when they're live. I don't, because it's a little distracting. So, but to each his own. Let me put my phone on mute. Hold on, you guys. I mean, unless y'all want to hear the sound. I don't think y'all do, but I don't. I think it's a distracting. Let me turn this off. Let me put my phone on mute, child. Let me put my Cash App sound on mute, baby. And I do appreciate you guys for hitting up the Cash App. We're doing a $5 Cash App challenge today, you guys. It's just, before we get started, it's just $5. All right. Sometimes we do 10, sometimes we do 20, sometimes we do 25. But today it's just $5. So if you guys can sew into the channel, I would definitely appreciate it. It's a tip, a way of saying thank you for your time, thank you for the tea, thank you for the laughs, thank you for the education. Thank you. And I thank you very much for those of you who have already accepted the challenge, and those of you who have yet to accept it. I thank you in advance. Okay, let's get on to Darius. So Darius is I won't bore you guys with the details of him. Just think of a shady queen, an evil shady queen. Let me put it like that, because queens are usually shady, but it's all in the name of fun and laughs and kiki and haha. But Darius is an evil, sadistic, shady queen, huh? And so I'll bring you up to current events with him because I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about, because many of you know about who he is and the things he's done and etc. But I want to bring you to present day, what he's doing, and this tea that I want to tell you about. So present day, Darius has had. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, please. Just put a Y for yes. Just want to make sure. Just on a mic check. Darius has, and make sure you hit the thumbs up. We're on YouTube. We need to get the thumbs up because I want to get the word out about this, about Darius, for sure, definitely. And I've already reached out to the school, and I'll tell you guys about that today. And some other things that are in the works with some other people who have reached out to me, and we're collaborating on some things because Darius did something that's very disturbing and disgusting. And I want to talk to you guys about it and let you hear firsthand about what it was, and from the people who were affected by it, what it was, what he did. And I'm sure he's watching this. Hi, Darius. You make people your content all the time who don't even know you. Like, I didn't even know you. And for years, you've, tried to talk about me and other people, and that's fine because I'm an internet influencer. I can handle it. But please believe that when some tea come up about your ass like this, I'm definitely going to talk about it, and it's retribution for the shit that you've said about me in the past. I'm not going to respond to every little thing because I really don't care when people talk, as y'all know. But this is something that everyone should know about Darius. And honestly, if Darius had not gone out of his way to call me a big liar, how he hates liars, and he just, oh, she lied about those pictures. Y'all know about my mugshots. That's all he had. That's what he hangs his hat on, about me. She lied. I can't believe she lied. That bitch is a liar. I can't stand a liar. I can't do nothing. I'd rather die than talk to a liar. That bitch is a liar. I can. And Darius, y'all wait until I give you the official play the videos for you guys, and give you the information, the tea, to dispel anything Darius has said about anyone. Because what Darius does is he looks for things about people to try to discredit them, so that when they come out and say something against him, it could be like, see, it's the girl with all those charges. It's the girl with mugshot. See, it's the girl who this. It's the girl who whatever it may be. To try to distract from what is really hood about him and what's really true and tea about him. And he's very good at that. He's very good at causing, or creating diversions to avoid the criticism and the sharp eye on the shit that he does and says to and about people. But Darius has harassed, it's come to my attention, a couple of kids. And police reports were filed. And I think this is something that the school should definitely know about. I did, before I reached out to the school and did what I do, I looked up his school. His school is Phyllis Wheatley High School in Texas. And I looked them up on social media. They don't have a big social media presence, which explains why Darius got hired by them. Like, they really, yeah, which I'm really surprised, because a lot of schools and institutions these days, they have social media. So, and they look on social media before they hire people, and they really investigate and that kind of stuff, which is why I'm not in the corporate space, because baby, it will be grand opening, grand closing for me at this season in my life in corporate. But in Darius's case, the school that he's working at as a teacher now, for those of you who don't know Darius, that's the classroom behind him. He applied for a teaching job. Teaching is an honorable profession. Before those of you get on here thinking that I'm downgrading or downplaying or disrespecting the teaching field, I'm not. It's honorable, but he's not honorable. And he's in that space with people's children. after harassing a couple of kids and doing some disgusting things toward them. And when I found this out, I was appalled. Even for Darius, this is low. This is shocking. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. So his school that he works at now, they only have a few thousand, like 1,000 followers on their Instagram and on their Facebook. They only have a few. So they're not big on social media, which explains why they don't know who Darius is. And they hired him because no person in their right mind would hire someone like Darius with his online track record. There's no way. He's a big ass liar. He is conniving. He's manipulative. He's evil. He's worse than Carmen. I know we've talked about Carmen on this page before, but he's sinister, baby. He's sinister. So, okay, just to give you guys a quick little backdrop. Thank you guys. I do see the Cash Apps coming in. We are doing a $5 Cash App challenge this morning, you guys. As I start to lay a little bit more of the groundwork, I'm going to play this. I'm going to play something for you. As I'm doing that, please take that opportunity to head over to Cash App and to accept the Cash App challenge. It's just $5 today. All right. If you could do more, I would appreciate it. If you could do less, if you do $1, I'd appreciate that. Whatever it is that you guys do, but we set it at $5 today. And, I appreciate it. Definitely. You don't have to do it. It's not mandatory. I'm going to give you the tea regardless today and every other day. But it is as a thank you to me from you. It is greatly appreciated. And I definitely do put it to great use. Trust me. All right. Okay. So unless you've been living under a rock the last couple of days, if you're an avid social media user, you have heard that Darius is in this big controversy with a lot of people online about not having shown up at these Darius Cooks events, Dining with Darius Cooks events that he's hosted all across the country, that he said he will be hosting just level setting, that he said he will be hosting all across the country. He sells the tickets for almost about $300, $289, $300, and with the promise that he'll hold an event on a date and a time at an unspecified location to be released on the day of, like a few minutes before, something like that. So it's since come out, it's long since been out, but recently a couple of people have taken to their social media accounts to put Darius on blast, to say, hey, I'm at this event and you're not here. And where the fuck are you? And I paid my money, bitch. We bought 4 tickets. We spent over $1,000, $1,200, and you're no call, no show. We can't get in contact with you. We haven't heard from you. Okay, this is normal, usual, and customary for Darius with his events and his history online. But recently, the other day, a couple of days ago, a young lady got online and she was talking about it, and it made me do some research, a little bit more digging on Darius, because I don't follow Darius like that at all. I didn't even know who he was until he started coming after me because of Carmen and Tay, and then he would lie and tell his followers that this girl trolls me all the time. Bitch, I didn't even know you at all, whether you was alive, dead, lived another lifetime. Ho, I never knew you. Never talked about you at all whatsoever. But this is what Darius does. He gets on somebody who is trending and he tries to act like that person did something to him so that he can get clicks and views and likes and ha-has. And okay. So this lady, let me play the video for you guys of this lady talking about her experience. This isn't the tea, but I'm just playing it because the other day we had a problem with playing this video so that you can see her. You could hear her, but you couldn't see her because my audio was messed up the other day, but I did a test run today and I got it straightened out. So let's listen to this lady and then we'll get into the tea about what Darius has done, what he did, and how that ultimately is going to get him fired from his job. Definitely. And all right, so let me play this for you guys. Again, this isn't the tea. This is just, the predecessor to the tea.
wish I was an influencer because my friends and I spent a lot of money for this event. And what's crazy is I've been looking up on TikTok for the last 2 weeks details, and it's not a whole bunch. Dining with Darius is a no. You drop he drops the location, time, and place because it's exclusive and it's a limited dining experience the day of the event. And I'm sitting here in my car the day of the event at 7 p.m. No information's been dropped. No location, no time. It's dinner time and it's still nothing dropped. You don't respect people. You don't want to keep your word. And I personally understand that stuff happens. I mean, we all switched our days. My one friend works an hour away, changed. I canceled my nighttime clients, all to do this culinary journey, 7-course meal by celebrity chef, and you've not sent anything. So even if you were going to cancel, you could have sent something yesterday, this morning. Life happens. I wish I was an influencer, but you know what? TikTok is good about getting this to the right audience. Dining with Darius is a no. I hope he sees this because I definitely have time. Don't do that. Don't waste people's money. We're actually supporting you. We wanted to sit with you and dine with you. You said we could bring containers. Here's my container. Like, really? Really? So, no. Anybody else had an experience? Yeah, you can comment, can say what you want, and they better refund that money. Disgusting.
11th. I'll see this comment. I did not expect my little old page with 1,000 followers to get 11,000 views. But do you see what this young lady says? I believe it says Lily. This is her second time hearing about this. Both stories are similar. I was invited by a friend. Y'all are saying wild comments like it's always older ladies who's getting scammed. It's always black women, Darius crooks, blah, blah. So my friend purchased the tickets in advance. She is a fan. She invited us to join her. So I didn't look anything up and it wasn't actually my funds. I'm mad because clearly we were all scammed. It's time, effort, and energy. But I did not look him up until recently to see what the menu would be in the experience. There are people who still don't know. So he's getting money from people because people still believe that he's doing these dining experiences. That was the purpose of my video.
Okay, you guys, can you hear me? I think that you can. I just wanted to level set. That's not the tea. I did play this audio a couple of days ago for you, but you weren't able again to see this young lady, and it bears repeating for a number of reasons. You had not heard it. Some of you were not on that live. Some of you may have been away from your computer when it played, but I wanted to make sure that it was an official part of this live because it is an important point in this conversation that we're about to have about Darius and his long established patterns of taking people's money and having no intent whatsoever on showing up at an event. That is scamming. No intent whatsoever. Okay. So let me take him down. Okay. So you guys, and after I heard this young lady, what's up, Angela, what's up, baby girl? Hi Vera, what's up everybody? If you're an influencer on here and I haven't seen you, please know that I'm not trying to slight you in any way. I can't see all the comments. Thank you to those of you who are taking the challenge. Center stage said done. Thank you. Thank you. You appreciate it. Thank you, you guys. I really appreciate it very, very much. Okay, listen, you guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. All right. So after I found out about this, what's up, Queen J? After I found out about this and I heard about this, I did some digging for some more information and some more people affected by Darius, and to see if people were just making up shit about him, because that does happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an influencer and I've had businesses and things happen in business. But the difference is you have to be transparent and people have to be kept abreast of what's going on with you. Everybody knows that I got sick. Everybody knows that I lost my home. So there were legit reasons as to why some people didn't get their orders. Some. And I was in communication with those people. Okay, some people. but the 90 something percent of them got their orders. But then, I got ill. But there's a difference when you are an influencer and you have followers and you deliberately create a business and or a service, and for a fact that you have no intentions on attending that service or running that business. Like, you have none. Like, nothing happened, you know what I'm saying, that was public and that was emergent. It was just that you were scamming people out of their fucking money. Okay. So I'm like, maybe it's just people talking because it's happened to me, and it's an unfortunate thing because once that gets out about you, it's hard to erase it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how good your reason is for X, Y, and Z. Okay. So I do some research and I find something that is shocking to me. I found a couple out of Detroit, who went on record to say that Darius had did some disgusting things to their children. Oh yes, bitch. Oh yes, Mr. I don't lie and Mr. I'm upstanding, and I'm appalled that she said that wasn't her in those mugshots. And Darius, you can go and post my motherfucking mugshots and make them your profile picture, as you did, and post my charges. Everybody knows. Nobody gives a fuck. All right, not my followers, and that's all that matters. Nobody cares. But this is what he does to create a distraction, to distract you from his shit, to try to say, don't listen to her. She got all these charges. Well, I didn't do shit, but she's a charge of this, she's a charge of that. This was her in the pictures. She said that. You can't believe nothing she say because this is the shit that she's accused of. Nah, bitch. I don't care what I did and what I've been accused of or what I may have done. I don't give a fuck what it is. It does not negate that you are a trifling, miserable, no talent ass having, low brow motherfucker. Okay? You are a common fucking thug, a soft one. You wrapped in velvet, bitch, but you're a common fucking thug, and your whole MO, your whole empire is built on lies and fucking deceit. Period. Full stop. Full stop. Lies and deceit. That's all your empire has been built on. So how dare you talk about me or even fucking Carmen or anybody else for that matter, because your whole world is built on lies and bullshit. But going after kids, what you did is despicable and deplorable. And we do see people online, Chandra, I ain't trying to, whatever, but there are people who are online who do go after people's kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's fucked up and it's foul. But in Darius's case, Darius just got a teaching job at Phyllis Wheatley High School in Texas. And I hold him to a higher standard at this point than anyone else as it pertains to fucking with somebody's kids. Okay? And so let's go ahead and listen to the couple who Darius, so just to kind of set it up, Darius has been hooking and crooking with these Dining with Darius events for a long time. He creates event dates and charges people about $300, and then he doesn't show up. I said that. Okay. Take it a step further. There was a lady who saw that Darius was doing this and was disgusted by it. So she took to her page, anonymously at that. She took to her page and posted that beware of this person named Darius Cooks. He is, out here scamming and taking people's money and not delivering products and or not showing up at his events. But she was specifically talking about his Dining with Darius events. Beware of this. And you guys be safe. She was just doing a public service announcement. Okay. Well, Darius somehow figured out who she was, even though she posted anonymously. He figured out who this lady was. And he went to her social media page. He was so enraged by this. He went to her social media page. You'll hear her say it out of her own mouth in a minute. Just hang on. He went to her social media page. And he weaseled his way in to be one of her friends. Because on Instagram, you can make your profile private so people can't see your family, your pictures, etc., your personal profile. Her personal profile was private, so Darius somehow either created a fake profile and asked to be her friend, like he was a friend of hers or wanted to be a follower. Somehow he weaseled his way into getting access to her Instagram account. And once there, he went and took pictures of her underage young children and put those pictures on his page and dragged the shit out of those kids. Dragged the kids, dragged the mama, dragged the daddy, dragged the family, and for filth. Okay? And his followers ate it up because his followers are fellow big backs who pander to him and who likes to kiki with him, and that's all well good and fine. We all like a good kiki. We all like a good Judy. I love me a good Judy, sweetheart. Okay, we all do. But I'm gonna tell your ass, if you my male gay friend, which I do have, I'm from fucking New York, I do have. If you're a gay male friend of mine and you are vicious and malicious with your shit, I'm as it pertains to kids, I will tell your ass. So his followers online, they didn't tell him anything. They eating it up. They going into, he's telling them, harass them, go over there, fuck with them. So the lady gets wind of this. And the lady and her husband, now she has to get her husband involved. They're furious. They reach out to Darius, and Darius says, they say, can you please take our kids down? Even if you don't like the fact that we just kindly told people about you, can you please take our children off your page because they're underage, as you know, and our account was private. Like, these aren't public pictures. And Darius goes, fuck those kids. Fuck you and fuck those kids. Oh, yes, bitch. And he left the pictures up there for his followers to go in on these people. And they were harassing them, making their life a nightmare. He was encouraging them to do it. So the people went to the police department, honey, and filed a police report on fucking Darius for harassing their underage children, for disparaging them, for exploiting them, for, bullying them. That's the word. I'm sorry. Bullying underage children. Okay, it's one thing to have your beef with adults and whatever, but these are kids and they're innocent. And Darius didn't give a fuck. He said, fuck those kids. So let me let y'all hear with your own ears. I just wanted to narrate it a little bit and set it up to prepare you for what you're about to hear. Okay, I have reached out to this family and I'm trying to coordinate with them to either come on the show. They may be over it at this point because and some of you may already know this. You may have already heard this before because this interview, the family went to Roland Martin is what happened. And Roland Martin was shocked and appalled by this, but he had already heard about Darius scheming and hooking and crooking and scamming online widely for years. So when his family reached out to him, he was like, bet. And so, and I know Roland's in the news for controversial things right now, but that doesn't, ignore that. That doesn't matter. Listen to the message from the people. Fuck the vessel that's being used. Listen to the message, the words out of these people's mouths. And some of you may have heard this. This interview was a couple of years ago, but Darius' teaching job is new. That's new. That's the tea. You are on record saying fuck these kids, dragging kids, harassing kids, disparaging kids, bullying fucking kids. In a teaching job that you just got around other kids. And that is something that the school should absolutely know about. Everyone should know about it. So if you have seen this interview before, kudos to you. It's a refresher for you. If you haven't, which I had not, because I don't follow Darius. The reason Darius is able to bully kids and get a teaching job and do all the shit he do is because people don't know. Darius goes online and does damage control. And the lady talks about this to Roland. He will say, oh, I'm going to send out some emails to all the people. Like he said yesterday, I'm going to send out some emails to all the people who I basically scammed, who money I got. And it's all good. Yeah, I know I sent the emails out this morning. She said this a couple of years ago. He said this yesterday, but just a couple of years ago, she said she tried to warn people here, try to say, I'm going to send out emails to try to do some damage control and get his crowd back under control on his page. And this is his MO. This is what he does. I also did reach out to the young lady who was just in that video to see if they got their money back. And to her knowledge, her friend had not gotten her money back at all whatsoever as of late last night, yesterday. It's on her on TikTok page. So she said, guess they're never getting their money back. But this is how Darius got his millions. He got it by hooking and crooked. And that's why Darius is looking for a teaching job right now, because I'm going to tell you something. If you get money and you get it the wrong way, whoever you are, myself included, I don't give a fuck who it is. If you get it the wrong way, you maliciously, intentionally, deviously get somebody money and you keep it, you might amass millions of dollars like he did, but it's not going to last, because God's not going to bless it. Whatever it is, he's not going to bless you, and he's not going to bless your endeavors, and he's not going to bless your bank account, bitch. It's going to eventually run out. And that's exactly what has happened to Darius. That's why he has this teaching job now, because the millions that he has hooked and crooked to steal from people over the years has run out. So he is desperate to do anything, honey. He's behind in his property taxes. Somebody else told y'all that. That's not my tea, but I did hear about it. He paid some of it and then he didn't pay the rest. But so let me go ahead and play this for you guys, this interview for you guys, so you can hear it and see it, and let me know in the comments what you think about it. And I would appreciate it very much. Hang on a second. Okay. All right. Let me know in the comments if you can hear this without an echo, please. Hold on. Okay, first of all, take you down. I think so. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. You guys, we're doing a $5 Cash App challenge today. Many of you have already accepted it. I do appreciate it. While I'm loading this up, if you can hit the Cash App up for $5. If you have more, then feel free to bless me with more. I would appreciate it. If you have less, you can do that too. But my Cash App is Coach Nandy, COACHNADI. Your tips, etc., are greatly appreciated and very well used. Trust me. All right.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark, also known as Shug Williams.
On Facebook. If you're not following Shug Williams on Facebook, please make sure that you are. I ran across a very disturbing video of a family on the Roland Martin show speaking out against some harassment that they had experienced at the hands of Darius Williams, aka Darius Crooks, aka Darius Cooks. The family said that Darius had retaliated against them for sharing the fact that he had taken a lot of money from people and not attended his dining events. And they were speaking out about it, and Darius somehow got a hold of their
Hold on one second.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark, also known as Shug Williams.
Folks have made various complaints.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark, also known as Shug Williams on Facebook. If you're not following Shug Williams on Facebook, please make sure that you are. I ran across a very disturbing video of a family on the Roland Martin show speaking out against some harassment that they had experienced at the hands of Darius Williams, aka Darius Crooks, aka Darius Cooks. The family said that Darius had retaliated against them for sharing the fact that he had taken a lot of money from people and not attended his dining events. And they were speaking out about it, and Darius somehow got a hold of their private pictures that were on their private social media account of their underage children. And when asked to take those pictures off of his page, Darius said, "Fuck those children," and left the pictures up there. This is very disturbing behavior, even for a demented person like Darius, because we're talking about children. He just secured a teaching job at Phyllis Wheatley High School out in Texas. And I'm sure they wouldn't take kindly to knowing that their employee was behaving like this. And this is his MO online. So let's take a listen to what this family had to say. I must warn you, it's very disturbing.
A couple days ago, I talked to a woman from Atlanta who said that Darius Cooks Williams, goes by the alias Darius Cooks, had doxed her. A number of other
Lord, you guys. StreamYard is very, very fucking janky. And I'm actually looking for we're going to be using a different provider than StreamYard because it's very fickle and it's always been this way. It's very fickle and finicky and it's just annoying as fuck. Hold on.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Mandy here from Mandy After Dark, also known as and Darius somehow got a hold of their private pictures that were on their private social media account of their underage children. And when asked to take those pictures off of his page, Darius. Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark, Texas. And I'm sure they wouldn't take kindly to knowing that their employee was behaving like this. And this is his MO online. So let's take a listen to what this family had to say. I must warn you, it's very disturbing.
A couple days ago, I talked to a woman from Atlanta.
Hold on, you guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark, even for a demented person like Darius, because we're talking about children. He just secured a teaching job at Phyllis.
I'm not sure what's happening, but let me play it a different way for you guys. Since clearly that's not working. For whatever reason, StreamYard this morning is acting up. That ain't nothing but Darius being the demon himself, trying to send his demonic spirits over here, honey, to stop this tea from dropping about him. And again, some of you may have heard it over the years because this interview is a couple of years old, but it bears repeating since he does have a teaching job now, and that's new. And he did say fuck those kids. So let me turn this off and let me take myself down. And let me enter the studio from a different phone. Hang on. Device. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay, you guys. Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry about that. Let me play it. I'm going to have to play the audio for you guys. Hold on. Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy. Let me know if you can hear this, please, in the comments. Pictures that were on their private social media account of their underage children. And when asked to take those pictures off of his page, Darius said, fuck those children, and left the pictures up there. This is very disturbing behavior, even for a demented person like Darius, because we're talking about children. He just secured a teaching job at Phyllis Wheatley High School out in Texas. And I'm sure they wouldn't take kindly to knowing that their employee was behaving like this. And this is his MO online. So let's take a listen to what this family had to say. I must warn you, it's very disturbing. A couple days ago, I talked to a woman from Atlanta who said that Darius Cooks Williams, goes by the alias Darius Cooks, had doxed her. A number of other people have said the exact same thing. Well, a Detroit couple, they say they too have been doxing victims of the Atlanta social media cook. Now, Black entrepreneurs, Dawn and Danielle Holland, say Williams posted this private photo of their family on his social media. These were posts, and I'll ask in a second where they came from. But again, this is now, I asked Darius if he had posted the photo, and he responded that he had not. This is the tweet right here. I said, very easy answer, Darius. Did you post her children? It's either yes or no. He says no. That is a lie. Williams even claimed to have Danielle's social security number. Yeah. I even asked him if the doxing accusations were true. I already know that, Queen Jay. Response, it's not a mic issue. Thank you, though. Don't think this is a laughing matter. Join me from the Metro Detroit area. Glad to have both of you. First off, I want to start here, and that is there have been a number of stories again that have been done. Folks have made various complaints. The photo that was posted, did either one of you post that on your social media accounts?
The pictures that he posted were, hi Roland, how are you, by the way?
Great.
The pictures that he posted were on my private Facebook page. My Instagram profile is private, and I have never posted those pictures on my Twitter.
Now, when you say private, what that means is, first of all, there is no private page. You can lock it, but people can still join your page, correct?
I mean, to my understanding, you have to send like a friend request or something.
Right.
Yeah, to be able to view your profile and your pictures and stuff like that.
But the reality is that the moment you post it is actually public, even though it can be labeled private. But so how long ago was it when he took those photos that were on your Facebook page? And then, and where did he post these images? Because he was angry with you, but he chose to post photos of you and your children. How long ago was that?
So the date was February 16th to be exact.
What precipitated all of this? Why? What was the anger? What was the drama surrounding this?
Well, his anger was that I was helping to amplify his scams and predatory behavior and doxing of Black women, to be specific. So I took to my Twitter anonymously, and it was anonymous because I know that he's historically, known to dox people and put their private information out there. So I was basically just simply helping to amplify the behavior of a bad actor amongst our community, specifically amongst Black women. That's his demographic. So I was taken to my Twitter to retweet, to help spread information, any public documents that were out there regarding him. And for some reason, I was like a needle out of a haystack. He honed in on me. And I guess I was an easy target for him to dox. And that's what he ended up doing.
All right, so
that I said, what would you, why are you doing this? Security number, but he said that he applied that he has it.
So, how long has this been going on, and how has this impacted the both of you and your family?
It's been going on, like I said, since February 16th was the official day that he doxed me and put my picture as well as my husband's picture, our underage children's pictures out there. He has since just gone on there every day, antagonized us. That day when he actually doxed me, he changed his profile picture on Twitter to my picture. He changed his Twitter name to my name. He listed 3 cities that I have lived in. Basically, he was trying to incite people to harass me. He has since, when people have said that kids are off limits, like if you have an issue with what I was doing on my Twitter and you want to come at me, that's one thing. But to bring our underage children into it is another. He's questioned about that. He has several times said F those children. He changed his Twitter name to my husband's name recently in the last couple of weeks. And
so you guys hear this lady. You can't see her at this moment because StreamYard is having some issues this morning with uploading the actual video, but I'm going to put it on our Facebook page. You just heard her say that, can you guys hear me? You just heard her say that, because I've been having mic problems this morning. You just heard this lady say that they asked Darius to take the pictures down and of their children, and Darius said, fuck those kids, is what he said. Y'all just heard her say that. Hang on a second. Oops, sorry. Okay. Let me finish.
I mean, it's been a lot. It's mentally draining. My daughter has been under a lot of stress, having panic attacks. She knows what's going on, and it's a lot, you know.
So she said her daughter has been under stress and having panic attacks about Darius doxing and bullying her underage kids and floating their pictures around to millions of people online. And that her daughter has been stressed about it and just emotionally distraught over it.
Yeah. So let me say this first.
Hold on. So can you guys hear me in the comments? Because it's 300 people on the live so far, and I know sometimes my comments are not moving properly, but can you hear me? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me.
Roland, thank you for allowing us to come on here. There's two swim lanes here. There is spreading awareness and harassment. Darius has spewed that she had been harassing him, right? However, she was only spreading awareness to bring awareness to other women what he was doing, and she had to do it under strict anonymity, right? Because what he does is when he finds out who you are, he doxes, right? So, and then what he does is he also blocks people. So he really picked her out of a needle in a haystack, and I've said this before, that I think why he did it in the fashion that he did it, where he hit so below the belt, was because she very eloquently was stating facts, right? She was never, from my understanding and from what I've seen and from what I've researched, she was never posting lies or hypothetical things about him. It was always facts. And I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what a Darius Williams was until February 16th. I mean, again, when we were all in shutdown, from what I've been told now is that, with COVID or whatnot, he had really claimed the fame when he was, over shutdown. So in passing, she would tell me about different people that she would follow. And, everybody was just at home. We had no other choice but to turn to social media. So when this all came about on February 16th, she kind of reminded me of who this guy was. But I would remember she had talked about the pattern that this one of the people that she was following would do, right? And the pattern was being disrespectful to Black women, there was information about him being a scammer. If any customer, if anybody opposed him, he would block them. Well, first he would ridicule, he would talk down to them, and then he would block them, right? So when this came about, light bulb popped in my head. I'm like, okay, well, this is the guy. But again, I had no clue of who he was, what he does. I mean, I'm not even in this space, right? I mean, this was when I got involved in this thing. I mean, I hadn't sent a tweet in 5 years, right? So when all of this occurred, when he had doxed us, I went ahead and I actually was, Danielle to tell you, I was like kind of irritated. I was like really irritated about it. I'm like, why are we even in this space? Like, what happened? Why are my children on the internet? Why is this guy coming at us? So I told her, I said, you know what? We're going to shut our social media down. Let's go dark for a minute. But again, he was going live. He was just ridiculing. He was ridiculing us. He's talking about, I got her kids. And I got her kids' information. Fell down by and I said, hello, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he was literally just verbally like salting.
You hear that? He's saying that Darius went to their private page and took their kids' private pictures and put them on his public page and was saying, I got your kids and fuck you and fuck those kids. Oh yes, this is your new school teacher in Texas, honey. Darius Crooks. This is who he really is. He'll try to get online and act like it's everybody else's fault when shit goes wrong. I own my shit. If I do something wrong or something happens with me or somebody else, I cop to that shit. And y'all know it. Not Darius. He's going to find any excuse. And then he's going to try to publicly humiliate that person, go after their kids and harass and bully their underage children and say, fuck them. All because people just wanted to say, hey, there are people out there who Darius is not showing up at the events for. He's taking $300. He's collecting millions of dollars, millions. And he's not showing up at a lot of these events. I won't say every single one because he clearly has shown up to some. He got to show up to some in order to keep getting the money. So he shows up to some, but as of late, he hasn't showed up to very many of them. Okay, so let's keep listening.
Us over the internet.
And boasting that he figured out who I was.
Yeah, boasting that he figured out who she was. So I'd say about 1:30, 2 o'clock that morning, Roland, I was hot, man. I mean, I was hot. I'm like, I got too much to lose. I got a household, I got family, I got people that depend on me to, people that work for me. I can't lose it, right? But that was your first instinct. I don't know if you have children or anybody that's watching that have children. All bets are off when children are involved, young children. And so I had to master extreme emotion because I wanted to go back to my old Detroit roots, but I couldn't. So about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, I sent my first tweet that I hadn't sent. Because I don't tweet. I had a Twitter account, but I hadn't sent any tweets for 5-6 years. So I sent a tweet and I posted a picture of us and I says, Darius, this is Don Von Holland, husband of Danielle. You posted my family, you posted me. I need to understand why you did this. Please give me a call. So I'm like, you know what? If this guy, I'm going to get ahead of this guy, because I know he's used to posting telephone numbers. He's used to posting personal things. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to dox myself. So I says, I need you to give me a call. I put my personal cell phone number out there. It says 313-330-4992. I need for you to call me. So, and I think I sent a couple other tweets after that. And then the next morning, we got up, we're moving around, we're still hot, trying to figure out what we're going to do about this. And I believe that Danielle had saw that he was live, and this guy had actually was telling his followers that, I talked to her husband.
Listen to this.
I had a conversation with him, told him what his wife was doing, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this guy is, something's up with this guy. So I did another video and I says, Darius, you said that we had a conversation. You haven't.
But to rewind before that, actually, I remember I shut my Twitter down a few hours before the night before because I was receiving, crazy messages and stuff. So I shut my Twitter down for about 5-6 hours, and we wake up to the morning. What Don just said happened afterwards, but the first thing we saw in the morning was someone sent us an Instagram post from him saying,
that's right.
That's how you clear a BITCH.
Y'all hear this?
So he thought his attempt was—
Let me pause. So what they're saying is that Darius went online and lied to his followers once this came out. And once it came out that they were trying to inform people about what he was doing, he went to his followers and said, I talked to the husband and told him what his wife was doing, girl. And he ain't like that. And he was pissed and I got her in trouble. And which was a fucking lie. You lying ass bitch. You sit up there and talk about how you don't like liars. If you had never said that, perhaps I might not even be grinding my axe so hard on your ass right now. But the fact that you went on record talking about you can't stand a liar, you hate a liar, that's the worst thing in the world. You'd rather be dead than listen to a lie. You lying ass bitch. You fucking lied. This man just sat up here and said that he never talked to you before, ever. But this was the lie Darius tried to feed to his followers to do damage control. Let's keep listening.
He wanted to threaten me. He wanted to shut me up. He wanted to scare me. He wanted to send me into a dark hole somewhere. And he thought he successfully had did that. So he boastfully made a post, smiling and saying, that's how you clear a BITCH out.
Right. So, now we fast forward, and then that's when the Instagram Live, he was on Instagram Live, and then he stated what he stated in regards to actually having a conversation with me. So I did a video, I tweeted my second or third tweet, and I says, Darius, you stated that you had a conversation with me. You stated that that we talked, and I says, you know what, my phone has been ringing, but it hasn't been you. I says, you have an extreme, vivid imagination. I mean, this man actually imagined an entire conversation, and he actually verbatimly read that conversation off to his followers.
Well, he didn't imagine, he lied.
Yeah, he lied, right. That's what I'm saying.
So he did the conversation. But he put it out there that he did. Have the two of you taken any action, any civil action? Have you taken anything asking to have him take things down? Has been any action have you taken against him?
Yes. As far as taking, I mean, I've gotten, I've went the route of with people that I know and or whatnot, where resources that I've been trying to use. we filed a local police report. It is currently in the prosecutor's office. I'm in the discussions with the prosecutor right now on a local level here in Michigan.
About harassing his kids.
Some folks in the DOJ, and it's funny that I didn't understand that this actually falls in the guidelines of Homeland Security in this matter. And we reached out to the FBI, and naturally, we followed the process of where you report things on Twitter, report things on Instagram, report things on Facebook. However, that has not worked because my children's pictures are still
there
on his Twitter.
He refuses to delete them.
And he refuses to delete them. So, and this is why
his children's pictures are still on his Twitter as of this interview, and he refused to delete them because he wants to incite violence against them. And encourage his followers to reach out to them and harass them and fuck with them, all because somebody said that he didn't uphold his end of the bargain. He didn't show up. And this is disgusting. They filed a police report, as you can hear, and we'll hear a little bit more.
You know, I really kind of got into this battle. Number one, I got in the battle because of my children and my family, my wife. And then number two, as I started getting into the fat meat of this whole situation, there's really no real process that's in place on the local police department level, because there was someone else that was here in Michigan that had a certain situation with him, and they had went and tried to file a police report, but the Detroit Police Department kind of just threw it out, said, you know what, you don't have a case. However, in the zip code that we live in, they are kind of like really diligent on trying to push it through. I mean, and that's the thing. I started getting into the fat meat of this. It's like, what is the real process to report somebody on a local level? Where can people go instead of like?
Let me know. So what he's talking about is Darius. He went to the police department to report Darius for. Let me put it back up on the screen, to report Darius for bullying his children, harassing his children, floating their picture out there. And the police department initially said, you know, that there wasn't anything that they could do about it, you know, even though they're underage children. But then he found a certain department that was like, okay, this is bullying of children. And this is, you know, I mean, it's deplorable. And so they have been pursuing the case with, hold on. Let me close everything down. Okay, can y'all hear me? I'm sorry about that. I do apologize about that. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me and if you can see my little avatar up on the screen. I would appreciate it. So they did file a police report. I'm trying to follow up with them to see what came of that report. But this is definitely something that I have already reached out to Darius's new job. He's a teacher of over children now. I think that a person like this who has blatant disregard for children, underage children, not adult children like 18 and 19, someone who has blatant disregard for children should not be in charge of children. Because what is Darius going to do when he gets mad at one of the kids in his class? Is he going to dox them? Is he going to take their pictures in the classroom and put them on the internet and have his followers drag them? Because it's not beneath them to do, or laugh at them. It's not beneath him to do that. He has clearly a track record. He has no regard whatsoever for the well-being, emotional well-being of children. And I say that because these people said that they asked him to take it down. They said their daughter was distraught, that she was suffering psychologically because, people were laughing at her picture and bullying their underage child. So let's listen to a follow-up that Fox 5 News did about it. Yes, it was again.
Violated multiple short-term rental rules, plus a city ordinance when he hosted a paid event last month in Atlanta.
Because of previous problems, Airbnb tells the Fox 5i team Williams is already prohibited from using their properties to hold his Dining with Darius events.
Fox 5i team reporter Randy Travis returns with more on what he uncovered. Randy?
Russ and Courtney, when we last talked about Williams, otherwise known as Darius Cooks, his company had a failing record with the Better Business Bureau. And he used a puzzling strategy of posting private information of those who criticized him or asked for a refund. Well, now there's this.
On top, we have fried chicken croutons.
That's Darius Williams in this video posted by a fan on YouTube, shot last month in a house in Collier Hills.
So a little smoked ribeye for you.
Williams charges $215 per person for his Dining with Darius events, soon to be $289 next year. He pushes the events on his social media pages, some that claim more than 1 million followers. But house rules on the short-term rental site Vrbo say no events are supposed to be held at this Atlanta home, and the maximum number of guests is 8. There's a lot more than 8 in this video. Williams booked this house for 6 nights.
So he had all these tables set up in there.
Oh, wow.
Toby Jackson manages the house for the owner who works out of state.
I come before the guests and after the guests.
But you don't expect 30 guests in this house.
No, sir, not at all.
An Atlanta city ordinance also required Williams get a special event permit if alcohol was being sold. That YouTube video shows everyone enjoying a red drink, and the person who recorded it laughing on the way home that the red drank sangria is kicking in now. We have blurred her face. We tried talking to Williams at that same house a few hours before his paying guests arrived. For someone who goes live on Instagram multiple times a day, he wasn't in a talking mood.
Come on, I thought you liked being on television. Where are you going?
Contacted later, Williams denied violating any Vrbo rules, but would not provide us proof he told the owners what he was planning to do at his home. He also would not directly answer whether he served alcohol. The owner has since listed the house for sale. It's clear Williams has used the accounts of other people to book the locations.
Like my first week working for him, he was like, oh, I'm having trouble getting into my Airbnb. I don't know what's going on.
A former worker made this TikTok and later sent us proof that she agreed to use her own Airbnb account for Williams' dining events in 2016.
Imagine my surprise when less than a week later, I get an email saying, hey, you owe Airbnb $10,000 because you trashed this person's house.
She told the homeowner Williams was responsible and wound up not having to pay the damages. A spokesperson told the Fox 5i team Williams is prohibited from using Airbnb.
If you're a business owner who fucks up your reputation on Airbnb, you don't have another driver's license. You've got to find another sucker to use their account that's in good standing to continue your business.
In February, a Dallas, Texas Verbo owner called police to remove Williams when she says she realized what he was doing with her home. She said Darius had blown the electrical system by hosting a commercial kitchen dinner without her permission.
The homeowner wants us out of the home, and we don't know why.
Williams made sure to go live on Instagram to accuse the homeowner of being the real bad guy.
That outlet also doesn't work.
He canceled the rest of the Dallas events, his customers reaching out when they did not get promised refunds. No response from you at all, and no refund for the 2 tickets I purchased. I am out $430 and a plane ticket. How long will it take to get my refund from the Dallas event? He blocked me immediately without responding.
Most legitimate businesses will quickly respond to a customer who complains that they didn't get what they paid for. But Darius Williams routinely ignores complaints to the Better Business Bureau, often blocks people who try to reach him through his social media sites, and then employs a tactic that no legitimate business would dare consider.
It's called doxing, maliciously posting someone's private information. When Danielle Holland anonymously criticized Williams for how he treats his customers, he responded by tweeting pictures of her children.
I see the caption that he put, which was "Tell Danielle Holland we say hello."
Williams also made public the cell number for the owner of that Dallas house, who called police when she realized what he was really doing. He urged his followers to call or text her. He later posted this Instagram video, bragging that the response was so great, police asked him to remove the phone number from his page.
That was, baby, when I tell you, y'all lit that phone up.
Well, according to his schedule, Williams is actually in Savannah this coming weekend for another Dining with Darius paid event. He's going to be serving alcohol. Let's hope he gets the right permits, and let's also hope that he's told the homeowner exactly what he's going to be doing with their property.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you mentioned that Airbnb has already taken action. Has Verbo weighed in on this?
No, apparently he's still allowed to book through Verbo, but that Texas homeowner, the one who called police to have him kicked out of her house, she said she tried to get Verbo to ban him, but they said just post a bad review about him. So she did, and she posted this: "He is the worst guest by far I have ever had."
Wow.
Well, no one wants to have their phone lit up for making a legitimate complaint.
Yes, it doesn't sound like that's the proper way to run a business, does it?
No.
No. All right. Randy, thanks.
Thanks, Randy.
And there you have it. Darius Williams is someone who harasses underage children, who bullies underage children, who exploits underage children, who puts personal private photos of underage children on his page. If these pictures were out on the internet somewhere, just out there for the public, and her profile was set to public and he got it off of, a school website or something, that still would be bad. That still would be bad. But the fact that they were private and Darius devised a way to get her private pictures, or even if they were not, the fact that they asked him to remove those pictures from his page, and because it was causing distress to their children, it was it was a wicked thing to do. It was a foul thing to do. It was disrespectful to the children. It was reckless. It was irresponsible. It was vicious. That's the word I'm looking for. It was a vicious thing to do. And this is Darius's MO. He is a big liar. He lied and told his followers that he lied and told Roland Martin that he had not put their pictures on his page, but then the family showed proof. They showed the receipts. Here go the pictures right here. Here go the post. So he's a liar. His whole life is a lie. Look at him. His whole fucking life is a lie. And Darius, you can attempt to drag me all the fuck you want. You can put my mug shots up. You can talk about my charges. Bitch, if I go to jail, which probably won't happen, but if that did happen, if I ever went to jail for any fucking thing in life ever again, you could put that up there too. But I guarantee you this: what you have done and who you are, anything that I say or do can never erase that. You still are a trifling, low-life, petty, miserable, that's the word I'm looking for, miserable, vicious fucking person. And I use person very loosely. You are the scum of the fucking earth. You're a piece of shit. You sit on your page talking about, who is she? She don't do nothing but talk about people all day on her page. But you harass underage children. That's some pedophile behavior, bitch. And your school should know about it. Definitely. You going to get in underage children, you collecting pictures of underage children for your personal use, bitch? To use maliciously? To weaponize your platform against them all? Okay, bitch. Y'all think that I was on Carmen and Tay ass for 3 or 4 years, or however many 4 years. Baby, you my new kind. You, bitch, I'm your Huckleberry. I have let this nigga slide for years saying shit about me. And don't get me wrong, I don't care that he did. My feelings wasn't hurt. But to show up at a teaching job at a school over kids and having authority over children when you clearly said to these people, fuck those kids. You said it and you showed it by continuing to leave their pictures up on your page so that people can harass them and bully them. And it's not beneath his big back followers to harass and bully a child. That's the piece. A child, bitch. An underage child. This is disgusting, even for a lowlife like Darius. He'll sit on his page and act like he's high and mighty. And, oh, look at, bitch, I'm not the first person to ever get arrested or go to jail, ho, or have mugshots at all. And I won't be the last, ho, at all. Let me get over here. Somebody said, this is some real sick shit. The school that hired him should have done more vetting and less fanning out. Someone's going to have some explaining to do. I don't think that they were fanning out over him at all, because I don't think they knew him. In order to fan out over someone, you have to know who they are. You have to be a fan of theirs. You have to be an avid follower of theirs. You have to know who they are and love it and appreciate it. So they weren't fanning out. They didn't know it. The problem is that they didn't know anything about him. That's the problem. They don't have a large social media presence online. I checked their school. They only have like 1,000 followers online. We have more followers than they do. So they're not big on, and they were rated a C level school. So ABC. So they're rated, lower tier. No knock against you, because I know you're going to watch this, because I want to make sure it gets into your hands. Phyllis Wheatley, high school. I'm just stating the facts, I'm sure that they're a lovely institution and institution, but they didn't do their research on Darius, which is why they hired him. So they weren't fanning out. They were completely oblivious. They had to be. They certainly didn't know about this incident with the children and the Roland Martin and all the things that he's done, and doxing people's information and maliciously going after people and harassing them and stalking them and all the shit that he's done. And that would be cool if it was another adult. Again, like he's done it to me and I never said anything or took him up on anything, whatever, But it's children that he was doing this to. And that is the point that I really want to drive home, because that is the important piece of this. We're talking about underage children. And you know what? If the kids had not even been part of this whole equation that I just shared with you all, I would not even be going, I wouldn't even brought this interview to light. So what? Darius talked about people, he docs people information. We know that this is what he does. That's nothing new. We already know this. He doesn't show up at his events. He charges $300. He has a long history of scamming people and knowingly taking people money, knowing he's not going to show up. You didn't even book. He can't even book an Airbnb under his own name, which that had already come out before in previous lives too. He can't even book an Airbnb because of how he leaves them and how he trashes them and how he utilizes them, which is against the Airbnb rules. So he's been banned. So Darius is a very trifling person. Don't let him get online and try to use proper diction, because he just got his little online piano degree, honey, from playing the Casio from some online university, child, and or whatever school it was, he got it online. And he'll get online and try to use fancy words, and this is all smoke and mirrors, honey. He's an ignorant, unintelligent, low-brow, low-life motherfucker, period. And he's a big fucking liar. He will lie and say people come after him. He said that about me. He's used my picture as his profile picture, just like this lady said he did with her, to try to embarrass and humiliate me, but it didn't work, because fuck you. Who are you? And, you know, he do codes after he drag people and he encourages his people. Darius is just horrible. He's miserable. He's way worse than Carmen. Way fucking worse. And he's jealous of her too. Bitch, just for the record. Bitch jealous of Carmen also. Let's not be confused about that. Okay? Darius is jealous of anyone with any level of skill, talent, or ability. Whatever that level may be. Or education. He can't stand me because despite everything that I've gone through and been through publicly, I still get on this platform and pop my shit, talk my shit. When I do turn my camera on, my head is held high. I share my journey. I'm super educated, bitch. Formally educated from brick and mortar universities, real schools, bitch, is what I'm saying. Okay? He was gonna say the other day that he was in corporate and says, nigga, you ain't never been in. And if you were ever in a corporate role, it definitely wasn't a leadership role. Who would hire you to be a leader over anyone or anything? No one. But I have reached out to the school, and I didn't put a twist on it or a spin on it. I just sent them the video and let them do with it what they may. If they feel that he's fit to rule over children after hearing and seeing what he's about and what he's done to children, then that says more about that school than it does about him. Let me see. Somebody said just like a bottomless power bottom. He is not a power bottom at all. Somebody said he claimed that the assistant principal and a few others follow him on social media. They didn't see this video. They don't know that he harassed and bullied underage children and said fuck those kids and continued to bash them, circulate their picture online on his public page, and encourage people to do the same, to fuck with those kids and ridicule them and make fun of them and talk about their hair, the nose, eyes, teeth. This is who he is. So no matter what the fuck I've been accused of, or how many charges I may have, or how many mugshots, bitch, you still trifling. That has nothing to do with the sale of tails on pigs, bitch, at all. But that's what he'll do. He'll go and look for anything about anyone who says anything about what he's doing, and he will try to drag that person from here to the depths of hell, and not even back, and leave him there. You know, people say from here to hell and back. Drag him to hell and leave him there, honey. Let me see. So I doubt it. How he managed to get a teacher job? Has he ever been a teacher before? No. Darius just got an online degree. I just told you that. He just got his degree online. And the fact that he is, he immediately ran out and got a little teaching job because he's broke. I mean, the fact that you are behind on your taxes. Why did he ever say he was behind on his taxes? I don't even remember. I just remember hearing for real that he was behind on his taxes, but I never looked into it. Like, how much was it? Did he pay it? I heard that he paid some of it. I think Lena was talking about it on her page. He paid some of it. I think she said he paid it all, but then I heard somebody say he paid some of it, like somebody in Cherry Pick. I never looked into it, so I really don't know, so I can't really speak to that. But the fact that you were ever behind to begin with, nigga, you a whole millionaire, okay? I don't know what his bullshit reasoning was, bald-headed reasoning was, but you are a whole millionaire, and you're behind on your taxes because you're broke. And the fact that you got to create fake events to get money, knowing that you have not booked those events, or you can't use your name to book events in that city, so now you can't even hold the event. You just trying to calling around to get other people to host events in your name. You heard that lady say she got hit with a $10,000 fine for how trifling Darius left that Airbnb that he used her name for, that he lied and said was his. So Darius, before you put them ball licking lips on somebody else, anybody, me, whoever it is, online, talking shit about us and calling us liars, ho, check your fucking self first, bitch, because you are a bigger liar than Carmen, ho. You are a bigger liar than Carmen C. Fucking Riley, bitch. You are. You're trifling. Somebody says, I know the school administration knows about this behavior. They can't. They can't know about it. Ain't no way. Somebody said he will be humbled, especially under God. Well, he gonna be humbled by that school. I'm gonna make sure that they. I already sent them an email today, letting them know that their social media page. What's up, Vera? That their social media page online, you know, was unattended, basically. Like, it was posted on there from 2025, their Facebook page. But so I took to their email, and I am determined to make sure that they see this video. And everything else that people say about him online, okay, whatever, maybe he said, she said, but the fact that these parents have the actual screenshots of him having the children on his Twitter account, and them asking him to remove it, and him not removing it, and him saying fuck those kids and fuck you, and you know, y'all can go fuck off, me and my followers, we gonna harass these people and ain't shit you gonna do about it, is deplorable. And the school need to know about that. Listen, you guys, let's pause for a moment. Somebody said the word is out now, baby. Can we stop for a moment and do the Cash App challenge? Can we take the Cash App challenge this morning? It's $5 today. Some days it's 10, some days it's 7, some days it's 20. You said you meant to say they do not know about it. It's different amounts on different days, and it's just a way of you guys saying thank you for the tea, thank you for your time, thank you for the information, thank you for the entertainment, thank you for the education. Thank you. And I don't take them lightly. I really appreciate that you guys, you know, see fit to bless my Cash App, to send me Cash Apps, and, you know, take time out to say thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And those of you who have already accepted the challenge today, I really, really, really appreciate you guys for doing that. Definitely. So, so it's just $5 today. All right. Somebody said, schools need to do a better job of protecting children whom parents entrust to them. I think that there's no way that any business or any institution can know everything about the people who they hire. But Darius is popular enough online that they should have done a bit more due diligence in finding out more about him. And you know, and found this video, because I didn't even know about this Roland Martin video. Let me know in the comments if you've seen or heard this video before. Can you tell me that, please? Can you put a S for seen if you've seen that video, if you knew about him doing this to children before? Put an S for seen, yes, you've seen it, or N for no, you haven't seen it. That way I can tell the difference. I don't want to always ask you guys to put a Y, because when I'm looking at this later or looking through the comments, I don't know what you're saying Y to. Put an S for seen if you have seen the video before of this family talking about how Darius doxed their information and harassed them and bullied their underage children. Put an S in the comments for seeing if you've done that, or N for no if this is your first time seeing it. Devil Wears Prada said, Nandy, people can say what they want about you. You are protecting the community from these soulless grifters. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely. Put an S in the comments for S for yes, you've seen it, or N in the comments for no, you have not. This is your first time seeing it. But even if you have seen it before, Darius is a teacher. That's new. Like, the school year just started, and the school should know about what it is that he's doing, and what it is, how he feels about children, and the things that he's done against underage children on this here internet, and how past behaviors are often an indicator of future behaviors. So if he's done this before to children online and to families, inflicting harm on them and hurting them in any kind of way, then I mean, this is definitely something that they should know about. They should definitely know about it. And I don't take this lightly at all. If he had done this again to just adults, then I would be like, oh, Darius is just dirty, you know, because we know that this is what he does. But it was shocking to me that he was doing this to children, and that, you know, and that, you know, he hasn't been called out about this. So I just wanted to share this with you guys this morning, and let you know that I will be working with the schools to with his school to make sure that they get this information. Again, I'm not going to put any stank on it. You don't even need to. Like, what they said was a big enough nail in the coffin for him, for sure. And again, if they do retain him at that school, that says more about them than him, and that'll be a discussion for another time, because then we'll go online and talk about that. But and then the parents of the school, is there a way to get the this video out to the parents who are of his students? They should know about it. So I want to see about, because I know that that school also has a like a teacher, like an appreciation group on Facebook. So I want to make sure it's posted there. I want to make sure that the word gets out, you know, like how he does when he's talking about people on his page, you know, using them as his profile picture and lying to his followers about people fucking with him when he's the one doing all the fucking, you know, for a change. What school does he work at? He works at Phyllis Wheatley High School, and that is in Texas. Let me give you guys a telephone number also. You can easily Google it, but I'll give you the number also. Let me see. And of course, he's going to try to have his followers call and say he's a good person and this and that. But the family has spoken out and were very vocal. Like, the video exists of what he did. The screenshots exist of how he was harassing and fucking with these children. So it doesn't even matter what kind of damage control they tried to do. Let's see. You guys, please make sure you take the $5 Cash App challenge today. I would appreciate it. He's in Texas, by the way. But this is the school's number, and they're you know what? Let me call them right quick. Do y'all want me to call them? Let me give them a quick call, bitch. Let me call them right quick. I actually called them this morning, but they were not open just yet. His online activities are probably his true character. They will definitely lead to problems at that school at some point. No, they're gonna lead to problems at his school now. Let me write this down. Oops. Because, you know, Darius has called about me on his lives to see if there was a warrant out for me. He's called about Carmen on his lives to see if there was a warrant out for her arrest. He's called customers on his live to cuss them out. Oh, Darius does all this and more. Okay, so there's no grace given to this motherfucker at all. Let me see. See. 7. Oops. You guys, while I'm making this phone call, can y'all go and take the Cash App challenge? Can y'all do that? Somebody say yes. Call them. Make sure you guys, who's this person in my contacts? Huh. Like, Darius, you too dirty and devious to get online talking about somebody was fucking with you, cause you the one hoe. Let me see.
Your call can.
Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Let me get off of here and get on my other device. Hold on, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm back. I looked up my other device and I could not hear myself. So I don't know. Please put a Y in the comments if you can hear me. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm back. I looked up my other device. Okay. So it seems to be working now. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what's happening with StreamYard today, child. Let me see. Okay, there seems to be a little bit of lag. So I see you guys saying yes. I mean, there are almost 300 people in this live. So before I proceed, I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Of course. Hold on.
Whitley High School.
Hey, is this Whitley High School? Of an emergency situation. Is the principal around?
The principal's not around. She's actually in a meeting.
She's in a meeting? Oh, who's in leadership that's around?
Miss Lamar.
Well, who is she? Assistant principal?
Yes.
Yeah, let me talk to her right quick, please.
Give me just a moment.
Thank you. Okay, let me put them on. Y'all hit the Cash App up. Can y'all do that while y'all waiting for this tea? It's Coach Nandi, CoachNandi. If you've already accepted the challenge, which many of you have, thank you so much for that. But yeah, it's $5 today. Or if you have less than that, you can tip that. That's fine. If you have more than that, you can do that too. But either way, I appreciate all the love that you guys show me. Definitely. Thank you so much. So we're just waiting for leadership to get on the phone. And again, I don't plan to put any stank on it or anything like that, but they should know about this situation for sure. Because this is exactly what Darius would do. I mean, he's done it many times on his page. You guys, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That's free. I recognize that not everyone has the ability to tip or leave a gratuity for the show. I understand that. But what you can do that's free is hit the thumbs up button on this video. And also, once it's done, make sure that you hype it as well. Tabitha's really good at doing that. She hypes up all the videos. I'm sure a lot of you do, but I always see hers come through. So right now, in case you're just joining, we're waiting for someone on the leadership team to come on the phone so we can inform them alert them, not inform, but alert them, because this is serious. And again, I'm going to make sure that they have access to the actual video as well. But while we're waiting, have you guys taken the Cash App Challenge? The $5 Cash App Challenge? Let me move this so that you guys can.
Hi, this is Ms. Lamar. The principal is not available, but this is her office manager.
Mm-hmm.
Is it regarding one of our students?
I was waiting for. Are you the assistant principal?
No, I mean not the assistant principal, but what grade is your student? I'm probably try and get an assistant.
Oh, it's cool for high school.
Okay. So you have a student here now, a current student here, or you're referring to coming to weekly?
No, this is for the high school. For the
leadership.
Yeah, for the CTE over the CTE.
Okay, for CTE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Principal Blanchard is not actually in her office right now. But is that okay?
Are you her?
Are
you her admin?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So I'm comfortable with sharing it with you.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask that they give me a call back on my phone. But I'll leave it with you, and then I'll get your email to send it to you. So I am calling as a concerned citizen about one of your staff members.
Okay.
They've done something
Let me go to
inappropriate.
my office then, because you called the front, and I was just trying to see how quickly I could help, and I don't want to talk out here in the front. I'd rather go to my office, which is like right across the hall. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. Please.
Okay, hold on.
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you transfer this to my office real quick? But can you give me a minute to get to my office?
Me?
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So we have to wait until she gets to her office. This is the admin for the leadership team where Darius is. Darius has, in case you're just joining, harassed and bullied underage children and said, fuck those children when the parents asked him to leave. I'm talking to you guys, they have us on hold. When they asked him to remove their children's pictures from his social media page that he put up to intimidate them, harass them, belittle them, demean them, degrade them, and bully them, children, and encouraged other people to do it too, and make fun of them. Very vicious. And the fact that he has a teaching job now over children is diabolical, and the school should know about it. And this is exactly the kind of thing that Darius has done to me, called about my business and putting his mouth in places where it didn't belong. Darius, it always comes back on you and to you. Carmen and her team has done the same thing to me as well over the years. And so what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And I never took any shit offline. I've always said that, but with this whole Lakeisha thing, hold on, you guys. I think she's coming back. to play dirty like how they play dirty. Here we go. Hold on. I won't even call this dirty. Like, the school needs to know about this.
Sorry, is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished.
She transferred obvention and wasn't there in time enough to pick it up.
This is Miss Lamar. Can I help you?
Yes. Did you just transfer me to your extension?
Is this for CTE? Did I just?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. Okay. I had 3 calls and it wasn't you, so I was trying to make sure I was speaking with the correct person.
Okay, no problem.
For Principal Blanchard, correct?
Yes, that's right. Is she?
Okay, all right.
Okay, yeah. So I'm calling about one of your newly hired teachers.
Okay.
He is, it's Darius. Do you know who he is? I'm sure you've probably gotten calls about him by now.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Have you gotten calls about him?
No, I have not received any calls.
Okay, but you know who he is.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Darius is, I'm sure so Darius just accepted a teaching position there at your school. I don't know if you guys are aware of the things that he does online, which, people do what they do online, that's fine. But I came across a video of Darius harassing underage children and taking their pictures off of a private page for their parents and putting them on his page and encouraging people to bully them and harass them and make fun of them and ridicule them. And the parents asked him to please take the pictures down, don't do that, because he was scamming. They said that allegedly he was scamming people, and it's been all over the internet for years about him. And when this family found out about it, they just said, just be careful with Darius. And Darius went and took their underage children's pictures and put them on his social media page with over 1 million people. He has over 1 million followers. Yes, exactly. Did you gasp? Oh, I was gasping too.
Yeah.
He has over 1 million followers on his page, and he put these children up there. And when the parents asked him to please take them,
I'm sorry.
and you said what?
I said I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get shocked. I was shocked too when I found out about this. He said, fuck those children. He left the post up there, and he continued to he doxed their information, their address, everything, their phone, everything. He doxed their information of their parents, and he encouraged his 1 million followers to harass his family. The family said that their children suffer emotionally and psychologically and mentally from the dragging, the bullying that Darius did to them online. It was absolutely horrible. And the fact that he is at that school teaching after having done this is deplorable. It was on the news. It made the news. It was on the Roland Martin show. The family went to Roland Martin and they spoke out about it. And then also the news reported about it, Channel 5 News. It was a big deal. So I just wanted to make sure that I don't add anything or take anything away. I'm just letting you know what is already publicly out there about him that you guys clearly didn't know at the time that you hired him. Is this the kind of person that you guys hire to oversee children at the school?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. I will make this very clear, make her aware.
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am. Let me just give her this information. Okay?
Yeah, have her call me. I'm more than capable of having the conversation and talking with her.
Okay, what's the number?
Hang on a second, please.
Sure.
You can call me on my personal line. It is, hold on one second. Let me make sure.
Sure.
Yes. When can I expect her to call me back? Is that today sometime? Because this is urgent, and I want to make sure that I was about to send the video to you guys so that you have it, but I want to make sure that it actually gets in her hands and the superintendent hands, the board hands, and if I have to, the parents' hands, of children under his charge. Like, this is serious. So who can I email this to? Tell me the email address, please.
You want the principal's email address?
I want hers and yours, so I can send it to you, but CC her, since she's your boss.
That would be Crystal.
Okay. All right, I did get that. I got yours and hers. What I'll do is I'll send it to her, and then I'll send it to you, I'm sorry, and then I'll CC the leadership at the school, and make sure that they get it, and you guys can do what you want. I'm not telling you to fire him or hire him, rehire him, whatever it may be, but I expect that you guys will take a responsible stance in this after seeing and hearing what he said and done toward these young children. And, hopefully you guys maybe can issue a public statement about it, because everybody knows about this. It's all over line. And now even more people know about it because I brought it to light. So we'll be in conversation with me so that I can update the masses about it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. And this is what happens when you play in the face of people who wasn't even fucking with you. Darius, I didn't even know you. I had no beef with you. But for years, you have come after me. You've come after my personal business. You've inserted yourself in my personal business. You have exploited my personal business. You have doxed my fucking information. You have put unflattering pictures of not just me, everybody, even this lady, on your page to encourage your followers to fuck with me. And again, I can take it. I'm not crying about that because I do my fair share of fucking. You go into a new law when you start bringing people kids in it, and then you got the nerve to fucking go and get a teaching job. It's the audacity for me, ho. It's the audacity for me. And I was not fucking with you, sweetheart. I didn't even know you, but you make it your business to fuck with people and then turn around and tell your followers, oh, they was fucking with me. They trolled me. You hungry? You understand? They trolled me. No, bitch, I was not. One thing about me, as you all know on this page, I don't go after people first. Unless it's Carmen and Tate, because I built my platform around them. I don't fuck with people first. I fuck back. When I get tired of it, fuck you back. At all. But it takes a long time of you fucking me for me to respond to you. It takes a very long, years. I take it on the chin for years. So before your big back motherfucking followers come for me saying, oh, I can't believe she called the school. Oh, what about her charges? What about this? Bitch, I endured Darius and his heckling and his bullshit for years before I made this call today. Or even paid attention to him. Once in a while, I might address something he says, once in a blue moon, briefly, and move on. But now, I'm not going to stop until everybody at that school and their parents know exactly what you said and did toward these underage children. Reckless, vicious, hateful. Bitch, you better get the one thing about it. You got the Darius Crooks events, the dining events lined up, so you can you know that's how you can get some money if people still fucking with it, because they probably people not gonna fuck with it anymore. But you can always rely on that because the teaching job is done, bitch. It's over. And you did it to yourself. Not me. Not my followers. Not your followers. Not even these parents. That you did this to yourself, Darius. Fucking with and going after people, not having a too far button and going after people's kids. You deserve every fucking thing you got coming for fucking with somebody's kids and saying fuck those kids and continuing to berate, harass, and mock them and bully these children. You get what you deserve. And you deserve what's coming. That's it. That's all. So y'all just heard I just spoke with the school where he is. I'm not putting anything on it and I'm not taking anything away about from it, from the story. I don't need to add anything to it. That's the same as, anything that I report on this page. It's egregious enough. I don't need to add shit to it. I'm just, I tell it the way it is and let the chips fall where they may. Listen, you guys, we're going to be getting off. But if you haven't taken the Cash App Challenge, if you can take a moment, it's $5. The Cash App Challenge today. Ain't nobody giving up to you like this. Period. And you fucking know it, okay? I don't know who's coming because Darius is working at this school. I don't care if it was already out there about him because I had to go looking for this interview. And I didn't go looking for it, but I was looking for some stuff on him and I found it. And then the school, him being in the school, that's what makes this tea so hot, so piping and delicious because bitch, you whatever you do online, it stays with you for the rest of your life. You can delete those Twitter pictures and the posts and whatever. You already said it and you've already done it. It is memorialized forever on someone's phone, someone's storage device, on the internet somewhere. It lives on forever and ever. And therefore, you have to be careful about what you're saying when you're working in a professional capacity online and your conduct online. And, sometimes you get people like, well, this had nothing to do with my job. This wasn't my patient or they wasn't my student. We're going to see how that works out for the people who feel like that. You're still held to a certain standard, professional standard, when you are professional and you're conducting yourself in your personal time online. And we're going to see what's really up. Let me see. He has been quiet as a church mouse about Bali. Yeah. Somebody said, Center Stage said, let's all do the Cash App Challenge for Nandy to show appreciation this morning if you can. She's the best. I appreciate that sweet comment. And those of you who have already accepted the challenge, I appreciate you as well very much. Like, for real, y'all. I really appreciate it. And, I could be doing something else. I do have other stuff that I need to do and focus on. But I had to bring y'all this tea today. And I had to make that phone call so y'all can hear it because, Darius is a liar. That's all he does is he lies. And he doesn't like when people when people expose him for his lies. He doesn't cop to his shit. I'm a cop to it. And y'all know this. I'm a cop to it. Yes, I borrow money from her and then give it back because this is what happened. Yes. Whatever the case may be. Yes, I was hooked on narcotics. But it was those motherfucking mugshots. And then I did cop to it. I told y'all. We had a laugh about it. But Darius loves to hang his hat on. I'm a big fucking liar. The biggest liar. And he can never, ever. He can't understand how somebody can lie. He can't fuck with liars. It's one thing he can't do. But you the biggest liar. You lied and told your followers that you spoke that conversation, and the man got on camera on Roland Martin's show and said that's a fucking lie. Darius May addressing his followers that he made up a whole lie and read a whole fake lie that the father of a message between himself and the father. Like, this bitch is diabolical, honey. But bitch, you met your match because I know you a messy, drama-filled queen, honey. And I live for a queen. I ain't gonna hold you. I do. From New York. I love all kinds of fucking people. But you met your match, Darius, because I wasn't fucking with you. I guess you thought you couldn't catch this heat because I was only ever focused on Carmen and Tay, you know, but no, it's your birthday today, ho. It's your birthday. Yes, the school should definitely know about this. Honey, you and Darius, you can get online and cry and take your depression pills and your gummies and shit and laugh about this, but this is serious, honey. This is very, very serious. The fact that the family went and filed a police report against you. You heard the lady on the phone. She was appalled at the school. She was appalled to hear this. She said, absolutely not. Like, this is not the kind of conduct that we encourage, promote, or accept from our teachers. She was mortified. She was mortified. That's the word, bitch. Someone said, honey, you had to do this. It's for the safety of these children. I am a retired teacher and they can be a handful. So what's he going to do to these kids? And well, if he would put those kids' pictures online, honey, and go and put their information and dox their information and encourage his followers to tease them and pick at them and harass them and fuck with them and their family and say, and he said fuck those kids when they asked them to remove the pictures. If he would do that to these kids, he would do that to any kids, and that's for real. Like, that's the real truth, and that's what I'm really trying to emphasize here. Like, just go back to doing your Dynasty with Darius events if people trust you enough now to even fuck with you to buy an event ticket at this point. I doubt it. They would be foolish, but you can go back to doing that. You can go back and try to open that restaurant up in Bali, bitch. Go get them Joe Clark chains off the door, bitch. They done chained up the restaurant real Joe Clark style. Well, lean on me, bitch. Huh? Lean on me. Oh, yes. But, breathe some life back into that, bitch. I doubt it. But, give it a whirl. Give it a try. And let's see what happens. Because you're not going to be able to teach anywhere at all. Okay? Okay. I see you guys are continuing to take the challenge. I see your cash apps coming in. I do appreciate them, you guys. I don't take them for granted, or you. And I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I'm trying to dig myself out of a hole. Can we talk? Can we keep it real? Can we keep it a buck? I don't even give a fuck. Because one thing I don't do, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, say it in the comments. I'm not even gonna be mad at you. One thing I don't do is just get on this app and ask y'all to tip this show, or that y'all don't even care about, nonsensical shit. You know what I'm saying? And just kikiing and laughing about, nonsensical. I don't do that. I do the research. I help you guys look at things critically. I break things down for you. I bring you out. I go the extra motherfucking mile platform. So I don't just turn the camera on and just start eating stuff in my face and looking in the camera talking about some thank you for the stars. And I don't do that. This is a real live bona fide fucking show. Okay? For the hoes who think it's not y'all, them, who think it's not. This is not for play, bitch. This is like real. This is real work for people who do it for real. And not everyone does. So I definitely appreciate that you guys acknowledge that. And with your tips, like that definitely, I appreciate that. Somebody said, wow, Nandy is not playing with his ass. I commend you, coach, for standing up for those kids. Thank you. Absolutely. Let me put that up there. Absolutely. This should not go unchallenged, and it should not go unnoticed. I'm late. What's on the video? Should I play the video again for those who are late? I can. Maybe we'll cooperate this time. Maybe my let me see. Let me do this. Let me do it like this. Let me try something different. Let me do it this way. See it again. You can click off if you like. If it big again, then or hear it again, then you can stay on. If you just joined, which a lot of you, come and go, that's how lives work. It's definitely worth listening to for sure. Let me see. Well, let me know in the comments. Is talk about Roland Martin. She gasped. She did.
Number of stories.
Okay, you guys, I'm sorry about that.
Folks had made various complaints. The photo that
Let me
was
share the
posted,
video. Hold on.
did
If it'll
either
participate.
one of you post that on your social media accounts?
Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Because I don't know what happened the first time that I tried to put this up here. I promise it's not me. I promise it's StreamYard. I promise. Get down. So I'm gonna my phone. I'm gonna wait for them to call me back about Darius so that I can have a I can answer any questions that they may have about his behavior, things he's done to me and other people. But forget that. What about the kids? That's the piece right there.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark, also known as Shug Williams on Facebook. If you're not following Shug Williams on Facebook, please make sure that you are. I ran across a very disturbing video of a family on the Roland Martin show speaking out against some harassment that they had experienced at the hands of Darius Williams, aka Darius Crooks, aka Darius Cooks. The family said that Darius had Hey, what's up, everybody?
All right, you guys. Let me do this. Make sure my mic is on. Let me upload the video to our Facebook page. I've already played it. If you're too late for it, you can rewatch the live, this live, to get it. But StreamYard is not cooperating with me this morning for this video. It only plays like a couple of seconds and then it stops. And it's been doing that probably the last month or two on some of my videos. So I will upload it for reference on our Facebook page, which is Shug Williams. If you're not following that page, please make sure that you do. SHUG Williams. Look for the little tea kettle logo next to our name, and that's how you know that's who we are. And also make sure that you're following us on YouTube. That's also important. I will, once I speak with the have a follow-up call with the leadership team at the school, I will get back online and let you guys know what happened with that. But in the meantime, I will email this video over to the school so that they have it, to the leadership team there, and so they know exactly what they're dealing with and who they're dealing with in their school, who's managing these kids. Listen, you guys, this is a lesson. This is a cautionary tale for professionals who are online. If you're online and you have a professional degree, or if you have a professional certification, and you are working in a professional capacity, you need to understand that your conduct outside of the workplace can also hurt you. It can also destroy your career. It can also get your license pulled or your certifications revoked. It can be very, very detrimental. It's so important that you understand that it's not just your conduct at work that matters. It's also what you say and do in public spaces, because you are an ambassador for whatever that profession is that you're working in. If you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you're an attorney, if you're a teacher, anything where you're working with, most especially the public, and that's everyone. Everyone's a public service. Every job, even the president of the United States, is in a public service role. Everyone is a glorified public service representative, basically, everyone on this earth. So it is incumbent upon you, if you have a profession, a degree, a certification, a license to protect, that you are conducting yourself responsibly, respectfully, maturely, and decently, in a decent manner when you go online. Yes, I am an educated professional with multiple degrees, as y'all know. However, I'm not working in a corporate space, so I can get online and cut up and cuss people out if I want to, and whatever I may do. I don't work for anyone. I work for myself. I don't work in corporate anymore, and I'm never going back to corporate. I've been there, done that my whole entire professional career. I've worked in corporate. And my last role, I was vice president. I was VP for a very large Fortune 500 company. And I would never have gone online at that time to conduct myself the way that I do now, which is, using foul language, because I love the cuss, But I would never do that because I had too much to lose, and I had a profession to protect. And when you work for yourself, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. You don't answer to anyone. I answer to God, and that's it. And as long as my relationship with God is cool and good, he's not concerned with what your opinion is of me. That's not how he works, thank God. He's not concerned with the opinions of man. And nor is he concerned with my opinion of you. It works both ways, sweetheart. I'm not just saying for me. So, you have to, this is, you can't be a person like Darius and be carrying on in the way that he does and conducting yourself in the way that he does and doing the things that he does. And especially towards children. That's the piece. Towards children and saying, fuck those kids. But then you turn around and go get a job teaching kids and leading kids and supposed to be pouring into kids and protecting kids and guiding kids. The first time Darius gets mad, you know what he gonna do? What he does. Take pictures of those kids and put them online. Because that's what he does. He's already done it. We've seen him do it. We've seen him take people's private pictures and make them public and float them around for the purposes of bullying children and harassing children. And you best believe that he would not hesitate to do it again. That's his MO. And it's unfortunate. And I'm on the case, bitch. Since you had so much to say about me over the years and, ridiculing me and making fun of me, which again, I can take it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doing this because you've done that. No, plenty of people do it and have done it online. I am leading this charge and doing this because it's high time, bitch. You went on record saying you hate a liar. You act like it was the worst thing in the world. Like, nothing is worse than, that's what he said. Nothing's worse than a liar. I could never. Ooh, what she said that was 100 pictures. I couldn't fuck with her no more. I couldn't fuck with her. That bitch is a liar. Oh, don't tell me nothing about her. You with your righteous indignation, bitch. Bye. You got the right one. You play smart. I'm smart, ho. You cosplay educated smart, but I'm for real educated smart, ho. Don't let my cussing fool you, bitch. You know exactly what's up, and you know exactly how I can get down if I need to. And I'm not talking physically for a hoe trying to twist my words. I'm more than capable and competent behind the scenes to pull them strings or whatever I need to do to make sure that your conduct is brought up in front of the right people. Now, I can't get them fired. Same way I can't get Lakeisha fired. I don't have that kind of power. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to lie to you. But I can connect the dots with the right people in the right spaces. Okay? All right. Well, have at it, baby. Drag me. Please do. I would love the publicity, ho. I would love it. Please drag me, ho, as you have. Please put my picture on your, put my charges up there, ho. Put my mug shots up there, ho. Put it all up there, bitch. I don't care. And neither does my followers. It's about you right now. I ain't never did nothing or been accused of doing nothing against a child, but you have, ho. All right, let me get off of here, you guys. Have y'all taken the Cash App Challenge before we get off? You guys, I would definitely appreciate it if you guys take the Cash App Challenge this morning. Many of you have. What's up, Melissa? Hi, Sherry Cooper. What's up, girl? I would definitely appreciate if you guys, Nandy, did you gasp? I did gasp. Nandy, he'll wind up being disruptive and destructive to the staff, including that principal if she reprimands him on anything. Oh, he gonna go online and he gonna put it off on the school like they did something to him. I did something to him. People did something to him. The reality, the fact of the matter is, Darius, you did this to yourself. And you were not doing what you were supposed to be doing. And again, things happen in business. Don't get me wrong. I have been accused of all kinds of shit during my business run. Definitely. But y'all also know that I publicly have copped to that shit and that I was very ill. And I was hooked on narcotics unwillingly, but I was on it. And when I say unwillingly, meaning I wasn't seeking it recreationally, is what I'm saying. I wasn't doing it for play at all because I don't get high. But you saw me lose a lot of things publicly, so I had legit reasons why X, Y, and Z might have happened to a few people. But in Darius's case, he just is nefarious. He nefariously goes and gets people's money knowing he's not going to deliver on something and keeps it, and people get the word out about him and he gets mad and he docks their information. He encourages his team to go after them. It's just crazy. Velby, where are you at? Because you the one, okay? You the one who would normally be leading this charge, child. And I appreciate the work that you've done, but He's gonna say it's everybody's fault except his own. He's gonna try to demonize me, demonize this family some more, and everyone else, instead of saying, you know what, I fucked up. I've done some fucked up things over the years, and I've made millions of dollars off of people and didn't deliver what I said I was going to do, knowing that I wasn't going to do it. That's the piece. And I've harassed children and harassed people, and I brought this on myself. So I'm going to take some time offline or do some introspection, and Nigga he will never do that. He going to get online and he going to accuse and blame every fucking body but himself. And he's the only person he has to blame for me grinding this axe on his ass the way that I am and wielding it. Me wielding this axe, bitch. You play smart, ho. I'm smart. We gonna see. Darlene Smith said absolutely right, which you know, ho. Not you, him. Hi, Keisha Green. What's up, girl? Miss Joanne said right, will blame everybody but himself. It's all fun and games when you over there and you using your platform as a fucking weapon against children and followers and people and your customers, people who spend money with you. I was watching the live of this girl today, was saying how Darius blocked her and cursed her out and made fun of her and fucked with her. She said she done been to several of his events. Several. And supported him, she said, since his Periscope days, honey. That's what she said. And said that when he was a no-call, no-show at an event, and she said something about it here recently, that he went in on her and blocked her and all that. She was so upset about it. She was really hurt, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, all right, you guys, let me get off of here so I can take care of some business. I really appreciate you guys for signing on today. Somebody said this is deep tea. Again, I'm not saying that the Roland Martin interview is new, but that job is new. and me connecting the dots for them, they clearly hadn't heard it already. They didn't know about that interview. You heard the lady on the phone. She was taken aback, to put it mildly. So we're going to go ahead and get off of here, you guys. Thank you so much. If you have accepted the Cash App Challenge, if you haven't, if you're watching this on the replay, it is not too late. All right. As long as you got breath in your body, baby. It ain't never too late to say thank you to someone. All right. So, and I say thank you to you for tuning into this live today. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and post this video on our Facebook page, which is Suge Williams. Make sure you're following that. And I'll come back on today if I do get an update from the school. Thank you guys so much for your time, attention, and for your accepting the Cash App Challenge. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Thanks so much.